Hello, my beautiful friends. I am going to do a little different video today because I'm going to talk about a disorder I have called exploding head syndrome. And that sounds like bullshit and like it's made up, but it's actually a medical term. Apparently, everything else gets a good name, but not that. It's actually a form of narcolepsy. I've had it since I'm a little girl. That combined with sleep paralysis, I've had since I'm a wee tot. So, when I was little, it was the 70s, my mother never, like, if mercurochrome and, like, salve didn't fix whatever you had, we didn't go to the doctor. So they just thought I had night terrors. And so basically what happens is as I fall asleep, I sit up and, I always hear a loud bang in my head, a crash, like an airplane or whatever, and I sit up and I scream, and then I lay back down and go to sleep. It's a great party trick on airplanes. I try really hard not to sleep on airplanes. I try hard not to sleep anywhere in public. And when I'm on trail, like, I don't sleep in the shelter. I sleep in my tent. Just to, I don't know, try to avoid having to explain it to people. But I'm going to explain it. So, there is no research done on it because it's really hard. Like, I'm going tonight. The reason I'm telling you this is tonight I won't have a regular video because I'm going to the sleep lab. I go every year. There's no cure for it. It's not harmful. It doesn't cause any harm, but you know how, like, when you fall asleep and your leg twitches, it's similar to that, but it's in your head, and it can be a flashing light, it can be a loud sound, it could be Dash meowing for us. Are you going to meow and sing the song of your people? He's going to sing the song of his people. So, I was thinking about this in terms of, like, well, first of all, I have to go and I have to be at the sleep lab at 9. I do not go to bed at 9. I go to bed at like 2. So I'm going to take a book, but I'm going to try to sleep. And they put all these things in my hair, which, I take a shower before I go and actually comb my hair straight, and I put it in a bun so that it's easier for them, because they put their sensors in here. I ain't never seen them again. So, and then you sleep there, and then they watch you sleep. It is a little weird. But they've tried all sorts of things. They have tried to treat it like sleep apnea, but, like with a mask, but, that actually chokes me because I don't have sleep apnea, so that extra air is like, causing problems. There's no medicine they can give. They don't do research on it because it would be hard to, I guess, measure it or whatever, so all the research they have is anecdotal. But I'll put a link below so that you know that I'm not full of shit, that this is actually a thing. It comes and goes. I don't really get the sleep paralysis anymore, and that's when, like, I will fully wake up mentally, but I can't physically move my body. That happened a lot when I was a teenager. That doesn't happen too much now, but the exploding head kind of comes and goes, and sometimes I'll go months and nothing will happen, and then sometimes I'll have it like 3-4 times a night. Like, every time I try to fall asleep. What they think it is that your oxygen and your blood pressure and your heartbeat aren't in sync, and it's a way for your body to get back in sync together. But of course, like, they haven't done research on it, and there's, like, nothing that you can take. So I will say the one thing that I've tried on my own that they didn't suggest, but I do it because my house is very loud. There are fish tanks going. There's, just noise. And I like dark and quiet when I sleep, and preferably a little colder so I can have blankets. And Dave really snores, so he sleeps on his own, and I sleep on my own. But I've been wearing my Beats, and I listen to birds chirp, and I listen to night sounds. And actually that has helped. I mean, I still get them, but I'm not getting 3 and 4 and 5 a night. Because the one thing about them is they give you such a headache. That loud noise just really, it's really loud and it's really sharp. And so you wake up wincing. And I usually go back to sleep, but sometimes I'll wake up in the morning and I'll have had just a horrible headache. And I remember them. They're not like things that you don't remember. It's not, you're not passed out or anything when these happen. You know that you had them. But I was thinking in terms of, like, spirituality, sometimes we just don't know why things are the way they are, why things happen the way they do. And sometimes you just have to trust that it's okay not to know. Because like I said, I've had this since I'm a little girl. People say, oh, well, maybe it was because you were skinny and now you're not. I was skinny then, and I've had these since I'm 4. Maybe it was because I was electrocuted. I don't know. I don't remember anything really before that, so I don't know. Like, I've just always had it. So, so that's what I'll be doing tonight. So I'll be thinking of all of you, and send positive light and good wishes. It would just be great to have, some kind of, I don't know, solution, I guess, would be great, but just to be able to manage it, because I do travel a lot. I do, international flights are a nightmare because I have to stay up the whole time. I'll leave you with this funny story. It was mortifying at the time, but I was on a flight to, I think it was Austin, and I fell asleep and I dozed off, and it happened, and I did the scream, which is, there's always a scream, I sit straight up and I'm like, and it's always like a real sharp scream, like, ha, like that, and I opened my eyes, and everybody, it was like on TV, everybody had turned and looked at me. I was like, oh, sorry, like, how do you explain it? There's just no, I mean, and it's got a stupid name, like, it's got a stupid name that doesn't sound real, but that is what I'll be doing tonight. So I am wishing you all the best of light and love. Be well. Take care. Bye-bye.